geosteering of his brother now.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to GP1 SF1. This is the Dutch Grand Prix, round 5 of 22 here, held in the Netherlands at Zandvoort. We are here live in Q3, skipping Q1 and Q2 as, just to save my voice. I'm the only one in the comms booth. I am SF1 Rhodes. Glad to be with you guys this evening. Looking forward to a very, very, very exciting race, as you guys saw on Friday with GP2. If you have not, go back and watch that race. Quite an interesting race it was. A lot of recovery drives that led to podiums, and we're with these guys this evening. Let's see what carries on. We have a 20-car grid this evening. One of the drivers joining late, had a race earlier, needs a bit of a break, but he will be here. We're riding on board right now with the Racing Point of VSR, Anton. He is the first out of the pits to set his out lap. See what time he can get in. We know he's quick. So let's see if he can grab a pole position here at the Dutch Grand Prix. One person that is already standing out this evening is ERN Schoof, who's held on to the quickest time in both Q1 and Q2. So we'll see if he can maintain that pressure on Anton this evening and possibly sneak in a pole position for this Dutch Grand Prix. I'm going to try to talk, settle as much as I can through qualifying to save my voice. See a couple guys getting out of the way as Anton is on a hot lap. You don't want to be blocking somebody's lap. Anton loosens the backhand just a bit, holds on to it. But I will say, give it a little shout out to Harrison. Harrison, before this race started, something happened with your hot lap video on my end. So what I'm going to do is when you go set a hot lap, I'm going to ride on board with you. Let's see Anton's setting purples. He is the first guy out, so let's see what kind of time. Definitely interested in seeing if we find a 109 flat. These guys were getting really close to it in Q1 and Q2. Here comes Anton down the start-finish line. DRS is open. Crosses the line. It's going to be a 108.6. Alright, so I take it back. The 109 flat is gone out the window. Here comes Jet. What time is he going to say? He's on the out lap. Okay, let's take a look here. We have Stig, who is on a flat. What time can Stig get himself into? Stig, I think, invalidated that first lap. We definitely have Jono. Jono, he's going to pull into the pits. He's going to save it for another time. He invalidated that lap. We have Amandale sets a 109.4. We have Harrison, who I missed, set a 109.2. Schoof set a 108.9, so only 3/10 off of Anton. It's like between these two who are gonna push for it. Williams in the chat says, look out for after the GP3 break. Interesting. Jet is currently on a flyer. Jono's in the pits. Soap is on the pits. It's good to see we have a couple guys that made it back in this evening. We have Enzo, who's returned in that ass seat. I almost stumbled on my words. They're both gonna pull into the pit. Sorry, I'm sipping on a bit of coffee. No, Soap is using the toe. He goes and gets himself P5. As Ruzamak, he's sitting P6, pulls it in the pits. Aruzia is sitting in the pits. Stig giving another go on those medium compounds, sets a 110.5. Pretty sure he'll probably pull into the pits. Now this track, it's a short track, 109, 110 area. You could probably, if you wanted to, squeeze in 3 laps in Q3 if you're on it. And I think that's what Stig's doing now. He's still pushing though, but he's got to be careful. He is on low fuel. Wonder if anybody else is currently no. Jet's definitely on an in lap. Soap's on an in lap, and the rest of the guys are currently sitting in the pits. I don't see any of the drivers leaving the pits just yet. So we'll keep it on board with Stig. See who might pull out. Yellow flags. He's out of fuel. Okay. I was wondering what those were for, and now I know. But greetings, everybody tuning in. Welcome. So glad to have you guys with us this evening. Hopefully, this is going to turn out to be one heck of a race. This Friday's race was something to watch, and I have to say that as a streamer, this track alone is turning into one of my favorite tracks to stream because it's an incredible track. Not so much on the driving part of my end, but to stream it's quite incredible. The angles you get out of this, you get a lot of aerial camera angles, which I do fancy. We do have, it seems to be Uzumaki on an out lap. So let's see if he's gonna try to best his 109.7 time, maybe get himself further up the order than P6 currently. Riding in that AlphaTauri, it's a great day to be an AlphaTauri fan if you guys watched the real F1 race, and that was quite a race. I'm sure that you guys will get just as much excitement out of this one as you guys saw today at the Italian Grand Prix, except unless you're a Ferrari fan. I will have to mention that one just a bit. So Uzumaki looking like he's setting up some of his settings, possibly just waiting for a little bit more of that time to tick down, maybe. He's going to gear up and go for a lap, though. It looks like he's going to have a clear track ahead of him. Nobody is exiting the pits as of right now, so he's going to have a clear open track to attack. See if he can improve on his time. Down the start-finish line. DRS will be open, crosses the line, starts his lap now. Looking to beat a 107 or 109.7. Maybe he can attack that 108.6 set by Anton for pole position. Can Uzumaki improve? Sector, I've noticed Sector 1 is a very, very long sector, and Sector 2 is a very short sector, as well as 3 almost. So Uzumaki right now, as I missed his delta in Sector 1, so we'll keep an eye on Sector 2. I was taking a bit of a sip of coffee. Coming up to Sector 2, let's see if he's up on his time. He is up on his time by almost 2/10. Sets purple Sector 2. Nobody yet coming out of the pit, so it's just going to be Uzumaki that's going to cross the line. Can he improve? Sitting at a 109.7. He's going to go 10. He's got, okay, it was a bit late. 109.3, so it's got him into P4. That is good to see. So he's sitting P4 right now. Second slot on the grid, or second group on the grid. Followed by Harrison, Schuf, and Anton, which we know is quick. Interested to see if Schuf can attack that time. Anybody else going to be late to go out? I'm feeling that a lot of these guys are going to probably start leaving the pits around a minute 40, possibly. Minute 40 might be it. So how is everybody doing today? Viewers, go ahead and slap those. Keep me company in the chat. They have a yellow sector too. It's Fort Uzumaki. Uzumaki now on his way back to the pits on an in-lap. We do have some activity. Anton is out on his way. I believe that is either that's Soap just behind him. And then we have an Amundale. That's not Amundale. That's Jet just behind him. Stig on his way out. And if I promise correctly, the two Mercedes duo are on their way out. Good to see both Mercedes in Q3 this evening. When Harrison begins his flying lap, we'll jump on board with him so we can take you out for a hot lap around the Dutch Grand Prix. Back after a long break. It would be really good to have you back, William. football as well. All right, so Harrison and his teammate may be looking to grab a toe from each other. A lot of guys on an outlap. Almost everybody's on an outlap except for Almondale. Ooh, that was close. Almondale and Uzumaki. Uzumaki's still on a flyer. He is improving as well. I just saw a Sector 1 purple from him. As I believe Anton and Soap begin their flyers. As well as Stig. Oh, Dirty Air is definitely something to watch in this. Can Uzumaki improve on his time even better? 109 flat goes P3. Let's jump on board with Harrison as he's coming around. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll take you around a lap of this Zandvoort track. Coming up to turn 1, it's a almost 180-degree right-hander. As you see, Harrison locks up just a bit. We'll keep an eye on the time from Anton and Shoot. See if Soap improves. Up into this left-hander. Kind of an uphill. As you see, Harrison locks up just a bit. Then stomp on that throttle, keep it up, and then only drop down one gear here. Hold on to the throttle as much as you can. Attack that curb on the left. Easy on the brakes. To try to stay within it. Anton says a 108.4, so he even betters his time against himself and Shoot. Can Harrison get any closer? He is coming up. This is Sector 2 ending. Let's see if he's up on his time. He is up just slightly by 1/100th of a second. A bit of a lockup. He's going to have time, I think. No, he won't have enough time to set another lap. Here we go down the backstretch, and probably the most beautiful part of the track, this long sweeping hit, or right-hander down the start-finish line. Can he improve on his time? It's going to be a 109.2. Only good enough for P5. Jet goes to P4. ERS Shoof, let's see. Oh, he's on a flyer. Let's keep an eye on him. Here we go. Shoof around the long right-hander down the start-finish line. Can he get closer? Goes a 109 flat, so he does not improve on his time. Anybody else on a flyer? Jet is on a flyer. Let's take a look. Amandale's coming into the pit, so he's done. Is that Jono's gonna... Soap's gonna cross the line. Can he improve? Stays P8. Jet is gonna be the next guy that crosses the line on a flyer. He is low on fuel, but he is pushing. I think he needs to lap over because he's already up in the 116s. Uzumaki getting out of the way for people. Stig, can he improve? He does improve to P9 with a 109.7. Got a Rosia. Can he improve? Stays P10. And that's going to be it, ladies and gentlemen. That's going to be your qualifying. Q3 for Zandvoort Dutch Grand Prix here at SF1 GP1. As these guys pull in, I'm pretty sure that's going to be it. We'll give you guys the rundown of the top 10, and then we'll be on for a 5-minute complimentary break where I'll give you guys a look at the points so far this season. We have Anton grabbing another pole position as Shoof picks up P2, Uzumaki P3, Jet P4, Harrison P5, Jono P6, Amandale P7, Soap is P8, Stig P9, and Arusia rounds out the top 10 starting tonight's Grand Prix. There are 20 other drivers behind them. So once we load up, ladies and gentlemen, I'll give you guys a look, like I mentioned, on the point system. Start with the combined, and then I'll give you guys the driver standings. All right, so now we're waiting to get ready to go. Just taking a look. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, the combined points as of Zandvoort round 5. We have Ferrari leading the way with 406 points. We have Mercedes P2, Alfa Romeo P3, holding on the same position from last week. Racing Point move up last week up to P4, as well as Haas P5. Williams make it to P6. Red Bull and AlphaTauri drop from higher up. They go from up down to 7th and 8th. Reliant is in Renault is in P9, and McLaren sits out right now at the bottom in P10. But with Jono and SF1 Tom being here tonight, they're looking to grab some mega points. Hopefully, they push themselves a little bit further past Renault. But we'll give you guys what you really want to look at. That is the driver's standing so far in this championship, as you have Anton leading the way with a Racing Point with 107 points. Daigero, who I don't see on the side, I think he wasn't able to make it. Let's make sure. Let me take a look at some of the messages. Okay. We might have a restart. I know Daigero is looking to get in, so if we do have a restart, we'll be right back with you. But I'll give you guys another look. Harrison in 3rd, Stig 4th, Raison is 5th, Amadale 6th, Jet 7th, Benny is in 8th, Arussia is in 9th. Yep, we are definitely going to have a restart so Daigero can get himself in here. Hellboy's 10th, and I'll bring this right back to you guys in a bit. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to move on to a quick intermission, and we'll be right back. We're back, ladies and gentlemen, after a quick restart. Give you guys a look at the points again. We're just going to give it just a bit so the drivers have a chance to slap on their setups and pick their race strategy. 36 laps these guys have to contest with. Usually, typically a one stop around here at Zandvoort, but however, you could have an incident or something else might happen. But we give you guys a look once more at the points. You see Anton's leading the way. We have Daiguerre who got himself into the lobby. He's going to start near the back though this evening, so it's going to be quite a push for him. Harrison sitting P3. We have Stig in 4th. Raison is 5th. Almondale 6th. Jet 7th. Benny in 8th. Rusia in 9th. Hellboy's in 10th. Hubdy 11th. Jono, who makes his return, finally, I would say, but glad to have Jono back. Jono's in 12th actually right now. Missed a couple of races, so sitting P12 is not that bad. Cookie right now in 14th. SF1 Tom missed a few races himself in P14 using Mac P15. Shoof looking really quick this evening in 16th. Soap is in 17th. Croce, who had a strong Q2. I thought he was going to get into Q3. Just missed out, sitting P18. Enzo making his return tonight in P19. And Pepsi, who is now replaced by the Dark Mark as a full-time GP1 driver. So we'll keep an eye on him. He is going to start I think he's P15 this evening, but he's going to swap out Tiara Pepsi. So that's going to be it. Just waiting on SF1 Stig to ready up the lobby for the formation lap. I'll be ready to go in just a few moments. Thinking probably another maybe minute or two. Should be. Mike Hillcombs, any predictions for the race, but I'll give you guys a chance in the comments. You guys watching there at home or wherever you might be watching from. Give us your predictions. There's 20 drivers that are entering this race this evening. How many do you think are going to finish? And who do you think is going to finish on the podium? Looks like these drivers are about ready to go. Ladies and gentlemen, hope you guys are ready. I'm quite ready. Let's turn this off for you, ladies and gentlemen. Get ready for the formation laps. As you guys can see, everybody's lined up on the grid. away for the formation lap. Let's get that mini map off a while. I like to give the screen formation lap. We have Shoof just there. I actually want to give you guys a look at the tires. See Jono and Amadeo on the soft, or actually medium compound, as well as Enzo, Benny, Hellboy, Lassus, and Daigero all on the mediums. We do have a driver on the hards, which is the Dark Mark. Interesting. He is the only one on the hard compound, so he's really going to have to hold on to that car, especially with the guys behind him on the mediums and softs. They're going to be a lot quicker in the first stint of this race. He will be able to take those, obviously, a lot farther, though. Everybody quietly setting. Nobody's put themselves on the naughty step, which is good to see. And what we call the naughty step here at SF1 is when you make contact with another driver in the formation lap, which cues you back to the grid. And we have Shoof who's done so. So he's going to be sitting on the grid now with cold tires to start. So that's going to be a little painful at the beginning. You'll have to have a mega start. Taking a look at everybody else running down the order to finish out the rest of the order as we didn't qualifying. Aruzia qualified 11th. Prix in P12. SF1 Tom P13. Benny P14. Dark Mark is in 15th. Hellboy 16th. Cookie in 17th. Hubdy in 18th. And the two who could not qualify this evening but get themselves into the race, we have Lassus and Daigero starting in those Ferraris. Everybody's rounding out now. Anton already on his spot for the grid to start. Let's see, Daigero. Uzumaki hasn't left the session. I hope he gets himself back in. But, ladies and gentlemen, we have the two Ferraris pulling up to the back of the grid. We're waiting for those 5 red lights here at Zandvoort. Just waiting for everybody to load up. Looks like they've done so. Waiting for those 5 red lights to kick off. 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights, and we are go, go, go for the Dutch Grand Prix. Anton gets an amazing start. Shoof gets a little wide. Look at the Williams. Oh, there's a big crash at the back. Bit of a touch, and the Red Bull is gone. There's a Haas around as well. It's all kicked off. Still looks like it's green light, though. We are still racing under green light. Everybody in the back fighting for positions is close. We have a racing point that goes off wide. Not sure who that was. It might have been Croce. It is showing blue flags, green flags everywhere. What a battle here so far. Let's jump on board with the Ferrari driver and see what he can see during these opening couple of corners. Oh, Red Bull goes a bit wide. Ferrari makes it. There's a bit of end plate flying there, I can tell. Is the Red Bull going to give a bit of squeeze? No, the Ferrari's going to go for the inside move. Everybody pretty much fighting for position here. Take a look down the grid order. Anton currently leading the way. I think that is Jet in P2. Harrison's got to be P3. Let's jump on board with Harrison. Great start from him to get himself into P3. I can tell it's Harrison by his tires. Uzumaki still ghosting. Hopefully he can get himself back in session. Everybody's starting to come down the start-finish line. There's the Red Bull diving into the pits. I believe that is Shoof. McLaren trying to make a move. Is that Jono on the AlphaTauri? That's got to be Benny, or that's Uzumaki who's got himself back in the session. We have a battle here for the Red Bull and the Williams going after it. It is close. Let's jump on board with the Ferrari again. Give you guys the delta since lap 1 is already over. Shoof gets a 5-second speeding into the pit lane. It is a track. Anton out there showing his pace. DRS is now enabled in lap 2. That is rather soon. I think that was a mistake. We'll have to take a look at that. Stick holding on to P8, fighting ends up for P7. Tom's got himself up to P6. What a good start from Tom. SF1 Tom getting up to P6. Uzumaki looks like he's back in his car. Still don't have the interval yet, but we do have Harrison working on Jet. There goes Harrison on the inside. Looks like it's going to be a clean move. Is Jet going to think about coming back after him? No, it looks like Harrison's blocked off the move, so Jet is now down to P3. Harrison's got to put the foot down if he wants to catch Anton, because we know Anton gets the lead early and just takes off. I won't spoil it for you. It kind of happened in GP2, but something major happened towards the end, and it just completely threw the finishing order out the window. You guys have to go back and take a look at it. Stig now just behind Enzo. Can Stig get around? Checking a look down the rest of the order. We have a big battle for Cookie. Cookie's just behind. Jump on board Jono. We see Cookie. Lassus. We have Dark Mark just there as well. DRS is open for Cookie. I keep forgetting there's a DRS zone right there. It's kind of a small place to put it. Oh, see? Aerial camera. You get a lot of aerial cameras at Zandvoort, and I love it. It's exactly what you want to see, but Cookie's following the McLaren of Jono. Can he get around him? Already lap 4 of this Grand Prix. It looks like Cookie has gotten around Jono before turn 1, so that should be job done for him to get up to P10. Seuss is actually collecting the back of the McLaren in it. Take a look here. Hellboy dives in the pits. What is he going to dive for? Probably another set of mediums. It's going to be another set of mediums. And a new front wing. Take a look. Hubsy must have had an instant where he had to pit and put on the hard compounds to take them a while. Enzo gets the first 3-second time penalty of the day. At the top now, 3 seconds between Anton and Harrison. Harrison trying to reel him in, both on the soft compound. So it'll be interesting to see how long they can take their tires. We saw GP2 guys taking them between 10 to 15 laps and then dive for the hard. I will mask my surprise. There is no safety car yet. Yeah, no safety car yet. Good call, Evil. At the back. I keep having to jump for him. Sees that Seuss is going to work on Jono. Jono does have DRS on Cookie though. Will Seuss make a move? He's going to think about putting the car on the inside. Close, a bit of contact wheel to wheel. Jono's going to hold on to it though. Oh, bit of a touch. Bit of a touch. Yellow sector for 2. Looks like Seuss has made it around the McLaren of Jono. Daguerre looks like he... Oh, Schoof was pitted. Aruzia has pitted as well. He's on his way out on a brand new set of softs. So that puts Daguerre up to P15. Marcus now on the back of Jono. Williams battling a McLaren. I would never have seen the day. Yeah, do we have Uzumaki though? Let's jump on board with that battle. So, not close enough. He's thinking about it. It's too far back. It was too far back to make a move. Unless he was going to dive that car like Daniel Ricciardo, but it's a bit risky. A little too bit risky. Stig still trying to pass Enzo. He has Penny catching him very quickly. You look down the order and you have a lot of these guys that are super close. Uzumaki has left the session. Hopefully he can get himself back in. I'm not sure. It's kicking the whole way down to P9. So that's put Jet back up to P3. It must have threw his car off somewhere when he lost connection because it dropped from P4 down to P9. We're gonna keep it on. Uzmaki's joined. Good to see him get back in. He's behind his teammate now. Hopefully he can get a hold of his car and have a good push to go forward. Watching Benny attack S1 Stig. At the top, Soap still working on Jet. Lead has opened up to a 4.3 second gap now. Here comes Benny. Will have DRS. However, Stig has DRS on Enzo. SF1 Tom up there in P5. Nothing doing it this time around. Amadale makes for a move around Jono. I think Jono has a bit of damage. I think that's why he's struggling a bit. Let's jump on board. Yeah, he's missing an end plate on his right front wing. Maybe possibly a winglet as well. I'm not sure how he picked up the damage. No winglet is missing. Just the end plate. Sector 2 yellow. Who might that be for? That's for Don Croce. Croce, that's easy. He's gonna take some of his wing off. I believe he's gonna be a lap down now. Or is he stuck? No, he's not stuck. No safety car for that. It's actually kicked off my my interval screen again. Here we go. Here's a close enough battle. AlphaTauri versus Alfa Romeo. Can Benny get it done? Jump on board, Benny. Sector 2 and 3 yellow. I believe that's for Croce. Nothing goes there just yet either. Brucey gets a 3-second for multiple warnings. Benny is slowly catching these guys. I believe the medium compounds have started to turn on. Grade just a bit. Don Croce almost hits. Delta is super close between everybody. Zeus is having one heck of a race. He's already got himself to P11. Rookie trying to hold on to the back of Benny in that sister car, the AlphaTauri. Benny is right behind Stig. Stig, however, still has the assist of DRS just on Enzo. A lot of guys are locking up onto this corner. The gap now is almost 6 seconds between Harrison and Anton. Jet has fallen 3.4 behind himself and Harrison. And he's still not close enough to make do. Everybody's still holding. Humpty gets a 3-second time penalty. Let's take a look down at some of the other battles. Schuf now battles Daigero here at the back. Schuf is around Daigero. Schuf having an earlier incident. He's now back to P15. Let's see if he has a good recovery race this evening. Daigero trying to hold on to the back of him. Daigero on his 3rd league race of the day, so I bet he's still time. Anton holding on, just keeps extending that lead, 6.4 seconds. This man is no joke. He has the pace behind himself. As we have a nice battle here for P3 now. Soap is caught up to the back of Jet. We're right on board with Soap for a bit. Sector 2 and 3 yellow. Jump on board, Jet. See that Renault just behind him. DRS is open. Is Enzo or Soap gonna think about it? Soap not close enough to make a move. Just stays behind that Williams driver. Enzo and Tom going after it. Ooh, I think Tom clipped the inside of that wall. Is there damage on that McLaren? No damage. Sector 1 yellow though. What has happened? Cookie's off. Sector 1 yellow still. Dark mark on those hards. We'll have to keep an eye on him how long he can stay on those. Enzo, Soap, and Jet now. Enzo a little further back in that Haas. He does have FS1. Tom just behind him as he just moved around to get P5. Benny makes his way around Stig. Croce gets a 3-second time penalty. Jesus now working on Uzumaki. Getting ever so closer. Daigero and Schuf make their way around Russia. I'm not sure if that was a straight up pass or where they did that, but if they did, that was one heck of a move. Here comes Lassus. Stig is going to be left out to dry here. Uzumaki's going to go think about it. That's quite a place to try to make a pass. Jump on board with Jesus to see this battle. You can see how easy Jesus is on that throttle. Uzumaki goes a little bit wide. Not sure, I think he might have just let Jesus through so he could try to battle. Taking a look, Benny now catching up to the back of SF1 Tom. SF1 Tom still battling Enzo. Fun fact, SF1 Tom used to be a GP2 driver, finished second in the championship last season without a single win, and in our short season finally picked up his first SF1 victory and just blitzed time trials when this game dropped and put himself in the GP1, improved massively. But Benny's thinking about making a move. Let's jump on board for what I think is one of the best parts of the tracks down this long start-finish line. Stick gets a 3-second time penalty. Here we go. Benny's gonna make an inside move. Pit window is open if somebody wants to box. Looks like a couple guys do stick bounce. Uzumaki is retired. Has he retired from the pit entrance? He has. I wonder why he's called it quits. Maybe a bit of frustration, I'm not sure. Yeah, I think he's retired from the pits. Uzumaki's left the session. Everybody a bit spaced out now. That's going to put Tom on the back of Benny. Benny's having one heck of a race. He's gotten himself up to P6. On those medium compounds, he might inherit the lead if he can get a little further up. However, Anton is almost 9 seconds ahead of Harrison. Tom gets himself a 3-second time penalty. Trying to hold on to Benny. Benny's going to now attack Enzo. John makes up a place on Hellboy. He's up to P16. This man is making moves today. He might be inspired by Pierre Gasly in that AlphaTauri. Take those to the end. Now 13 up 36. We have Benny attacking the Haas of Enzo. Give Enzo just a bit of the screen time. Jump on board with him. As you can see, the AlphaTauri just behind him. How close can Benny get? Oh, I got the gear glitch now from Enzo. Oh, that's quite annoying sometimes. Hubdy is retired. What has happened to Hubdy? Safety car, ladies and gentlemen. We have a safety car. Where has Hubdy gone off? Oh no, I see right there. We saw a couple people do that in GP2. So, Harrison's gotten a free stop out of it? No, because Anton has pitted for the hard compound and has collected the safety car already. Soap's coming out. Enzo's gonna come out. Jet gets him in. No, Jet's moved back up to P4. Enzo's coming out P5. Benny's gonna come out P6. Tom comes into P7. Amadeo just gets around the Seuss there. So the Seuss comes out P9. Dark Mark P10. But on the medium compounds to take those to the end. So he might have a little bit more pace. Stig sitting P11 after missing his teammate, crashing out. So the only remaining Alfa Romeo driver, everybody has pretty much made their pit stops except for Hellboy, who's in now. He puts on the hard compound to take this to the end. It's a bit of a long stretch for the medium compounds. We'll have to keep an eye on the Dark Mark to see if we can take those to the end. It'll be interesting to see how long this safety car does stay out, because Croce is a bit far down. He's just entered the pits. He's also going to put on the medium compounds to take those, to try to take those to the end. be just about 22 laps on those medium compounds, so we'll see if he can do that. What has happened between Enzo and Jet? Nevertheless, since we're in the safety car, ladies and gentlemen, let's give you guys a look at positions gained. So far, Harrison is up 3 positions, Sully's up 5 positions, Jet stays flat, Enzo's up 6 positions, Benny's up 8 positions, Tom's up 6 positions, Amadale has fallen a position, Jesus has made it up 10 positions so far in this race. Dark Mark is up 5 positions, Stig is down 2 positions, Cookie up 5, Jono's down 7, Shoot down 12, unfortunately, Daigero's up 5 positions, and we have Aruzia and Croce down 6, and Hellboy's down 1 in the pit stops. We have a couple guys who made 2 stops, Shoot's made 2 stops, Aruzia has made 2, Hellboy's made 2, Croce's made 3 so far, with the rest of everybody on this grid has made their pit stops. So, safety car is out. How long will we be sitting behind the safety car? You can see Anton's trying to get ready. It's really just opened it up. It's helped Harrison now on the back of Anton. He can have a go here on the same compound tire. Or if the safety car is in this lap, doesn't seem to be the case as of yet. Safety car is going to stay out another lap, so we'll probably be going back under green in lap 16, so it'll be 20 laps. See what happens in 20 laps. It'll be a 20 lap shootout if we have another safety car. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, let's see if these guys go back to green flag, saving my voice just a bit. Waiting for that safety car indication that we'll be back under green. Anton really trying to push the safety car to go a little bit faster. Trying to warm the tires. There it is from race control. We're going to be back. Ooh, that was close. Anton warming the tires, and Harrison almost hit the back of him. This happened. Tom and Benny swapping positions here. Everybody's starting to pack up just a bit in the back. Forward. We have Aruzzi at 5 seconds. Severe collision with Daigero. Let's look at the pack. It's going down the field. Let's ride with Enzo. Enzo, our GP1 champion last season. Not the short season, but the full season. He did win the short season as well. Back to racing. As you see, Jet goes a bit wide. Jono gets a severe collision with Cookie. Is Enzo going to make a move? A lot of guys weaving just up the front. Dark Mark is retired from the race. What is happening with Dark Mark? Jump on board with Cookie. I didn't see it. I'm not sure where Dark Marcus went off. Harrison holds on to P2. So P3. Jesus. Stig making up the position. What's happened to Amadale? Amadale's slow. Amadale has retired from the race, it seems. Sector 1 yellow. Not sure if he was clipped or if he just retired the car. But we are still under green. We have sector 1 yellow. Yellow's left the session. Jumping back on board with Soap. Can Soap collect these guys a little bit closer? Harrison in P2. Anton P1. Harrison trying to hold on to the back of Anton. Taking a look down the field, we have Benny now just behind Jet. These guys are giving me. Trying to hold on to the back of Jet. We have a move. Chano gets around Cookies dove into the pits. Tiger up to 11. Stig up to 9. This is making up to 8 already. But we have Tom on the back of Benny. Benny on the back of Jet. Jet doing really well in the innings. Soap is holding on to the back of Harrison. DRS available for these guys. Anton takes the fastest lap on a hard compound. Here comes Benny. Around on the inside. Can he make the move done? We have another safety car, ladies and gentlemen. Cookie's off. What has happened to Cookie? Let's jump on board with Croce. See if we can find Cookie. Now lap 19, it'll probably be lap 23 that we go back to the flag. I'm wondering if any of these guys died for the pits and put on the medium compound. We'll stick on board with Anton, see what happens. As we do have a full course safety car. Second of the day. Needed to retire because connection is worse. I didn't see any bad connection on your end, Zumaki. Not for myself this evening. But let's take a look. Is Anton going to die for the pits? He is going to. Is anybody else going to stay? No. Harrison's going to stay out. Soap is going to stay out. A lot of guys are going to stay out. So this is going to give Anton a bit of traffic he's going to have to work through. However, he's going to be on the mediums. Sustad's in. Daguerre's gonna stay out. Harrison inherits the lead of this race. So sitting P2, Enzo P3. We have Benny in P4. We have Tom in P5. Daguerre P6. Anton, who dove the pits for those medium compounds, sitting P7, is going to have traffic ahead of him. We have Hellboy sitting P8. Did not die for the pits. Jet did die for the pits. P9. Seuss dove for the pits. P10. Shoof into the pits. P11. Stig. P12. Looking to catch back up. Jono and Aruzia. They should collect these guys probably within half a lap. He's not too far off, 11.2 seconds. Stig is from the guys DRS zone. What has happened to Harrison? I think he's had a glitch. He's gonna die for the pits. Oh, and a new front wing. I wonder what happened. I missed it entirely. Must have occurred under the safety car. They had to get a new front wing. He's going to put the mediums on and come out P14. So that puts Soap in the lead of this race. Enzo's P2. Benny is P3. SF1 Tom is P4. Daigero P5. And Anton P6. It is going to be quite a shootout towards the end of this race. Harrison now behind his teammate. Bruzia has caught the back of the pack. I believe that you'll see Harrison just there and catching up to the back, so safety car should be in around this lap. And we'll be back to green. This has been quite a crazy race. Yeah, I don't know, Evil. I have no idea. He dove for the pits as well and slapped on. I think he might have just made contact or something. Whether it was he lost traction of the car or no idea. As you say, myth season. Safety car is in this lap. So we're going to jump on board with SF1 Tom as we get ready to go back to racing. So leads in that Renault. We have Haas in second with Enzo, Benny and Alcantara in third. What is this race restart going to be like? Let's jump on board with SF1 Tom. Here we go, back to green flag racing. We have Daigero pushing down. Oh, what is this? They went too early. They went too early. They went too early. It's happened before. There's Anton on the inside. SF1 Tom. Bit of a lockup. Oh, that was close. Anton makes it up to third. What a move. Benny's dropped down. Anton now has Enzo just ahead of him. I wonder if Enzo's going to hold on to as much as he can. No, he's going to bounce back. So he's going to lead this race, though. He's going to have... That was crazy. They went way too early. I think that's what threw everybody off. See what happens, though. Soap holding on to the lead currently. Anton on a fresh medium compound. Lap 22 of 36. Anton's pushing for the lead around Soap. Looks like he's just about made it stick. That's Anton already back to the lead after the Suits gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. He now has Enzo just behind him. And then he get himself back up in the position here and fight for a podium. Waiting for those intervals to come back. DRS not yet available for these drivers. Shoup has gotten himself on a good course. He's back up to P9. Stig battling him in an Alfa Romeo. P10, he has Jono just behind. Hellboy dives to the pits. Bruzia lets his teammate through. He's going to follow his teammate. Let's jump on board with Harrison as we fight this train of cars ahead of him. On those fresh mediums, Harrison should have a lot of pace between these guys and himself. Shoup looking for a move on the inside of Stig. There is not going to be as much traction on that inside line, though. Oh, there's a bit of contact between Shoup and Jono. Let's actually jump on board with Daigero and see the battle going on behind him and ahead of him. There's a train of cars waiting. Anton now 1.8. Anton sets a fast lap of 1:11.3. Stig trying to get around, but there's not going to be enough room. Stig's going to think about it. He's peeled the inside. Ooh, that was close. That was close from SS1. Stig almost put it into the back gearbox of that Ferrari. Gave him a little bit of a bump there at 2, I think. He's gone wide. That's going to open the door for Jono. These guys getting a bit argy-bargy. Enzo sits 6/10 behind, so Benny 5/10 behind him. And while we watch the train of cars, and it's back here fighting for pretty much P8. Schuf is right behind. Keep an eye on Schuf and Harrison trying to get around this pack. They both have the pace. Unfortunately, with incidents, they found themselves further down the field. Five now. Look at the train. We're gonna ride on board with Harrison down the start-finish line. People are leaving, trying to think about making a move. We have Daigero. There it is. Oh, that's SF1 Tom is around. Does he have damage? He does have damage on that front right. Spinning the back tires. The tires are probably overheated. And Stig has been bottled up by a couple drivers. Schuf makes it around. Jono makes it around. Now he has Harrison just ahead of him. Or just behind him, that is. Stig, I think, battling the tires just a little bit. Harrison, you can tell, just waiting for his moment. Wants to get around SF1 Stig as soon as possible. Jump on board with Daigero. Oh, on pack, thank you so much. Really appreciate the share. Daigero trying to hold on to P7. We have John just behind the McLaren. Schuf right there in P9. Anton sets another fast lap. He is cooking. John will have DRS just about now. Is he going to get close enough? Not close enough. We have a move for Harrison and Stig in the background. Stig trying to hold in that position. Probably frustrating Harrison just a bit, as you know Harrison wants to get around as quick as possible. Taking a look, we have Benny working on soak. We have Lassus just behind. Benny's trying to get around to make sure that Ferrari doesn't pass him. Can AlphaTauri get around the Renault? Lassus just there as well. And Jet's catching up to these guys as well. And he goes a little bit deep into that corner. That's allowed Soap to run just a bit further away. A lovely aerial camera. This is Soap gets a 3-second. I think somebody else got a 3-second. Spinny goes a little wide. That's going to allow Soap to get through. Lassus makes a move on the inside of Benny. That's Lassus up to P4, but Benny's going to fight back. Jump on board. Oh, Stig gets a 3-second time penalty. That's the second of the day. He's up to 6 seconds. Benny's got to go a bit wide to avoid the Ferrari. Lassus up to P4. Lassus is pushing. Hellboy gets a 3-second time penalty. Jet is now behind Benny. These guys aren't going to give me a break today. Jono makes it up P9, fighting Daigero on the Ferrari. Harrison still has yet to make it around SF1 Stig. Is he going to make it around this time? He's going to think about poking the car in. No, he's going to hold back just a bit. DRS is now open for Harrison. He's going to think about making a move. He's going to hold it just behind the Alfa Romeo. Borussia is watching this, probably licking his chompers, thinking this is gonna get really spicy quick. Around the final bend, right onto the start-finish line. Harrison looks like he's a little too far back to make a move, but he is gaining quickly. Oh, we have Jono just behind Daigero. I have to take a look. Lassus now on the back of Soap. Lassus is having one heck of a race. Started P19, has made his way up to P4. SF1 Tom makes it around. Oh boy. Anton has opened up a 6.4 second gap. Lassus, you think, would probably be the next in line being on those mediums compared to the two hard compounds. We have Jono on the back of SF1 Stig side by side. Both have DRS into this turn. Bit of a touch. These guys aren't going to shoulder anything between each other. There's a little bit of a squeeze. Harrison's thinking about it. Let's dive on board with Harrison. Daiguero's not too far off. DRS is open. Daiguero, let's jump on board with him. Jono's closing in. Harrison's gone wide. What a move. Can he hold on between himself and Stig? Still side by side. Oh, there's a touch between the Alfa Romeo. Jono gets really close. Oh, no. Contact made between the Alfa Romeo and Harrison. Of Mercedes, Harrison's down. And contact was made between the Ferrari and Jono in the pole. That was a bit spectacular. Now Harrison has to make up for what he's lost out between the battle between himself and the Alfa Romeo. I'm sure that clip might end up going to the stewards. But Schuf now making up gains for a recovery race up to P7. Has a couple of these guys up ahead of him that he can make gains up. P7, Jet's up just ahead of him. The Seuss is there. Benny trying everything he can to hold on to P4 on those hard compounds. The Soap is on the hard compounds as well. Benny will have the 8 of DRS. Seuss will have the 8 of DRS. Just thinking about making a move on Jet on the inside. On the inside they go. Side by side still. Ooh, a bit of a touch. That's Schuf up to P6. Now he has the Seuss in his sights. This guy's all battling Stig, and Stig gets around the Ferrari. Ruzia now battling Daiguero. Taking a look. These guys in the back having one heck of a duel for P4. Actually P3, make it P3. They all have P3 in their sight. There's a podium to be had if these guys can push hard enough. But keep it clean. You want to make sure you get it on merit. Ruzia just behind Daiguero still. Harrison sitting P12. Schuf is going to think about making a move on the Seuss now. DRS is open. In they go. Can Schuf hold on? Side by side still. Doesn't look like it's going to be a move done just yet. Schuf's going to have to fight just a little harder. Lap 31 of 36, 5 laps remaining in this race. What a battle we have for the last couple laps. Anton has checked out. 8.5 seconds separates himself from Enzo. Oh, Lassus goes a bit wide. So Schuf is still sitting behind. Jet is kind of clawing these guys back in from the battle. Jono's not too far off of this battle as well. 5 laps, he could catch up to these guys. DRS is open for Schuf. There is another lovely aerial camera. Schuf has a lot of pace on these mediums towards the end of this race, you can tell. Can he get a good run on Lassus here and make DRS work for him? As Lassus is out of DRS range for in front of him. So this should be cut dry. Oh, there's a bit of a double block. I don't know if that's a double block. Here we go. Schuf on the outside, Lassus on the inside. Can the Red Bull make it stick? It does just about get it done. We have a battle for Soap and Benny going around each other. However, Schuf, whoa! Lassus, oh, Lassus lost traction and spun off. Tom gets a 3-second time penalty. That's put Harrison up in position. Lassus holding on. Soap gets a 5-second severe collision with Lassus. Oh, what has happened with Schuf? Jono gets a 3-second time penalty. Safety car, ladies and gentlemen, we have a safety car. A third safety car. I have a feeling everybody's going to hold on softs and take this to a probably 2-lap shootout. This has got to be frustrating for Anton, who's did one heck of a move when he put on the mediums through the traffic. However, he's going to stay on the mediums, and he might not have a set of softs left. Is Enzo going to stay on? He's going to stay on the hards. Benny. They're all staying on the tires. If I were them, Jesus has had enough. He's retired from the race. Nobody is dove into the pits. I would say, yeah, if I was Shu, Daigera, I'd dive for the pits, put on the softs, so you have nothing to lose. Softs, it's going to be it, and Daigera's going to serve a 5-second stop go. Harrison puts on the softs. SF1 Tom stays out on his 5-lap-old softs. Hellboy stays out on 8-lap-old softs. So here we have it, ladies and gentlemen. It's gonna be a duel in the end. All these guys staying out. I'm surprised nobody has dove into the pits besides Shu. When the safety car is going to go back in. I'm still super surprised these guys at the top did not dive for the pits and put on softs. Anton does have the pace on those mediums. I think he'll be okay. But Enzo and Benny choosing to stay out on hard compounds. Stig staying out on those mediums. This is going to be interesting. I believe that the safety car will be in this lap, regardless of how close these guys, SF1 Tom and Hellboy, can get. I know Harrison should collect these guys pretty quickly. Hellboy's left the session. That is unfortunate. He's going to have to get himself back in. Hopefully he can jump back in. Dive on board with the leader. Enzo just behind. Enzo's no stranger to P1 and GP1. He is on 19 lap-old hards though. Ooh, that was close between him and Anton. I wish there was a way you could jump on board with the safety car and watch the rear view mirror. A lot of guys running these tires. Safety car is in this lap. So we're going to jump on board with Jet, who's on 13 lap old mediums. Can he get a good jump on some of the guys ahead of him? These guys are bunched up pretty crazily. Actually, let's run with Hellboy's joint. Good. Hopefully he can get himself in his car before they take off. Jet holding on. We'll actually jump on board with Jono for this restart of this race. They're going to have a 2-lap shootout. DRS won't be available for him. Hopefully they don't go too early. Have they gone too early? No, they have not. Here we go. Jono's thinking about making a move. Green flag is open. Jono's going to put it in the inside. Can he hold on to the position? Bit of a touch there with Jet. Jono's up to P4. They're going to hold on. Oh no, Stig. What has happened to Stig? Stig must have lost a bit of traction. He's put himself down. Aruzia battling with his teammate. A contact is made between the two Mercedes. Soap has dropped down to P7. It is all kicked off now. That's put Jono up to P4. Benny's up to P3. Enzo trying to hold on to the back of Anton. 1.6 seconds the last time I saw it before it kicked off again. But Anton pulling away as he usually does here in the early beginning of this restart. Benny holding onto the back of Enzo. However, Jono is just behind Benny. It might be a battle between these two. Penultimate lap of this race. 35 laps out of 36. coming around to start the final lap with this man leading. Lap 36 now starts. Single file line, we have Schoof going for a look on Jet. Can he make it done? He is on the soft compound. Grip will be on his favor. Looks like that's job done. Schoof gets himself back up to P5. We will have a couple guys just ahead of him. A couple of guys in the back too, still fighting. We have Harrison and Daguerre, who had a nice battle last week. Jono trying to get around. Jet gets a 3-second time penalty. That might be huge towards the end of this race. If they're all bunched up on the last lap, 3-second time penalty will kill you. Anton is just coming around the last few corners here. DRS open. Just a couple more corners to navigate. And Benny, Schoof, and Jono. Jono holds on. Just two more right-handers to navigate, and this man. Oh, Anton gets a 3-second time penalty. That might be huge. As long as Enzo doesn't have one. Anton's gonna cross the line. Will he win this race? Enzo crosses the line. Oh no, Benny grabs the win. Benny grabs the win. Anton P2. Schoof gets himself a nice recovery. Back to P3. Daguerre P4. Harrison P5. Jono P6. Jet P7. Enzo P8. Rusia P9. Soap P10. SF1 Tom P11. Stig is going to cross the line in P12. And Hellboy is going to cross in. Well, he might take over P12. I think he's going to do it. Yeah, no, he doesn't. Wow, ladies and gentlemen. Absolute wow. Driver of the day, Daguerre takes that one for the books. That was a race towards the end. Give you guys a little bit of the podium celebration, and then we'll be on for the post-race interviews. This man wins at Zandvoort. All right, we're going to give it a rundown. We have, for the victory this evening, the Benny wins at the AlphaTauri, making it kind of like Pierre Gasly. Antoine finishes P2, Schoof in P3, rounds out your top 10. Daguerre P4, Harrison P5, Jono P6, Jet P7, Enzo P8, Rusia P9, Soap is in P10, Tom P11, Stig P12, and Hellboy round out your finishers. Unfortunately, we lost out Lassus, Cookie, Croce, Amandale, Mark, and Hubdi, and Uzumaki. So we're going to give these just a look here. Going to get these guys into the interviews now. See if I can find them quick. Just waiting for these guys to join. We have Anton here, just waiting on a couple of the other guys. There's Benny, waiting on Schoof. And there we go. As soon as Schoof's here, all right. Oh, Schoof, your audio is crazy.
Schoof. worse
Okay.
than before. Ah,
All right, there we go.
nice kick.
I didn't kick him. He think he kicked himself.
Ah, okay.
But all right, we'll just get right into it, ladies and guys. That was an incredible race, especially towards the last end with the safety car at the end. That really threw things into the spanner. Anton, you had the lead. You dominated most of the race, and then that last safety car, you did pull away, but that last right-hand corner, 3-second time penalty, which put you into P2.
CPA.
What a race! Just talk us through it, because my voice is absolutely spent.
Hi, first of all. And yeah, I'm really pissed now. It was completely my win, to be honest. I did everything to win it, but yeah, took three stupid warnings, and the last one is completely shit. It's completely my fault. I wanted the fastest lap, and I just uh, I just did too much, and I took a last warning into the last corner, and then I just throw a win race easily. So I'm really pissed.
Now, I was going to ask you one other question. It was when you dove for the mediums when I think it was the first safety car around, and you came out P7 or P6 it was, and the restart, you
Yeah.
waited for nobody, and you overtook pretty much 6 people in half a lap. Talk us through that, because that was incredible.
Yeah, that was the target to pit for medium, because I knew that the medium could have gone into the end of the race. And yeah, the restart, I think it was a glitch with the safety car when Soap had to back off, and then I was flat out, so I managed to pass 3 people not easily, because it was a quite dangerous move into the inside, because we were 3 wide. And yeah, after with the new medium compared to old hard, it was pretty easy, to be honest. But yeah, that was pretty nice at the restart.
Shuf is trying to get back in, so give it just a moment, Benny. But Anton, solid race this evening. One small mistake,
Yeah.
but I'm sure you'll be right back up there come next week when we enter Spain. See if Shuf can get himself in. Yeah. Just waiting on Shuf. Any bit now. Send him one more. He is here, and he bounced out again. Alright, so we're gonna move it on. Benny, I didn't expect this evening. What a race, and what a clean race, which pretty much just sealed the fate. You got yourself in. Give us a rundown of your race, because you were battling there for P3, P4 most of the race, keeping it quiet, pretty much pulling yourself into a little Pierre Gasly moment this evening.
Yeah, to be brutally honest, like the game plan was just to get some points, considering qualifying was a complete disaster. So I thought, points was just, a target, but I never ever would have, thought I'd go on to win the race. I mean, to be brutally honest, it was pure luck. I mean, like Anton said, just a little mistake like that, he dominated the entire race. He dominated qualifying. So really, if anything, it is his win. But it is what it is. But I feel like Pierre Gasly at the moment. I'm kind of lost for words.
No, that was an incredible race. I'm kind of speechless after this one. Shoof, I would have invited you. Party glitch for me, sorry, no problem. I'm just going to say one last final congratulations to yourself, Shoof, Anton, this evening. Congratulations. And Benny, huge congratulations. I know you've been pushing the last few weeks, so you definitely deserve to win this evening. Kept it clean and got yourself that P1. And we'll be back next week for the Spanish Grand Prix. Hopefully you guys' luck carries over into that race, because this evening was one of the best races I've probably streamed in a while. So thank you guys, congratulations, and I'll catch you guys next week. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be back next week, as I mentioned, same time, same channel for the Spanish Grand Prix. Make sure you tune in and catch these guys dueling it out like they always do each week. It's going to be quite a race to watch. But until then, we'll see you next week. congratulations one final time, and we'll see you soon. Good night.